Welcome back, my lovely geeks and freaks. I'm Innocent, your host, and we are back at it again with Starlit Flowers. Last off, we had, we craved Cerese's hunger, and we fixed Elise's wrist, and we're gonna go, do stuff now because they're from the stars, and oh my god, they are stars, and every star is a relative of them. And you watched the last episode. I pray you did. Did you? Let us continue, shall we? The sun's warm rays greet me as I open my eyes to a new day, and I will myself to get up. I had slept on the forest floor with nothing but my coat to keep me warm. A yawn escapes my mouth. I sit up, and my heart almost leaps out of my chest at the sight of them. I'm not alone. It's been a long time since I woke up with someone by my side. Elise and Cerise are huddled together, asleep on the forest floor. Elise rests her head on Cerese's chest, and Cerise wraps her arms around her. The two of them share a blanket I lent them last night. They look peaceful. It's an odd sight. A sight I'd never thought I'd see. Not with the way these two are arguing with each other last night. It's too bad I have to wake them. We should get going if we want to make it to Revel as soon as possible. No, I won't wake them. It's better that I leave them like this. Instead, I'll use this time to prepare us some breakfast. I'm going to need all the energy I can get while having to deal with these two. A short laugh erupts from my throat. I feel like a mother who doesn't want to wake her bratty children. A mother who grows more aware of her love for her children when they're asleep and silent. Time to get up. I lift myself off the ground and dust myself off. Then I grab my backpack, put it on. It didn't feel right leaving it behind. Elise stirs and opens her eyes. My movements must have disturbed her. She sees me with my backpack and jumps to her feet in a panic, knocking Cerise off her in the process. Cerise wakes and rubs the sleep from her eyes. Wait! Please don't leave us behind. We'll try our best not to be a burden to you. What? You are going to leave us here? Cerise jumps to her feet and stands beside Elise. They both watch me, waiting to hear my explanation. Guilt washes over me. I wasn't planning on abandoning them, but it's not like I haven't thought about it. Lucky for me, they're not mind readers. I was just going to get some leaves for breakfast. Humans eat leaves? Jeez, you weren't kidding when you offered me some for dinner. Why do they keep referring to me as a human? Aren't they human too? They certainly look like it, but not the ordinary kind. They're extraordinary. I've been doing my best to ignore the strange things they say. It's getting on my nerves, much like everything else about them. Elise's manners are the only Elise's manners are the only exception. At least one of them is civil. No, we don't eat leaves. We infuse them in boiling water and drink it. Yuck! No, that sounds interesting. I'd like to try it. A smile appears on my lips for Elise. I don't know why. Perhaps I'm trying to reassure her that I'm not going to abandon them. Last night I said I'd help, even though their story was out of this world. That wasn't a lie. Elise gives me a shy smile in return, making me flush. Why does she have this effect on me? Let's go. The tea won't make itself. One step after another, we venture through the forest. It's a beautiful day. The birds are chirping in the trees. The sun warmth is shining down on us. To my surprise, Elise and Cerise have been quiet. I almost forgot they were trailing behind me. It won't last, though. It won't last. Soon enough, they'll be at each other's throats once again, and I'll have to stop myself from knocking the two of them out. Deep breaths. Although I say this to myself, both girls take a deep breath behind me to test them. I let out a sigh, and they sighed in return. That's it. I turn on my heel and glare at the two of them. They glare back at me. What are you doing? Nothing. What's with them? They're 4-year-olds indeed. I turn my back on them once again and ignore their childish antics. It's not long until I finally spot what I'm looking for. A medium-sized tree with star-shaped leaves stands just up ahead of us. This tree reminds me of Mother, the time we spent together. Mother and I would always gather leaves and make tea together. As a child, I hated tea. Mother made me drink it, though. She said it was good for me, and I believed anything she used to tell me. No matter how bitter the tea tasted, I'd drink it, just to make her happy, to make her proud. That's all that mattered. Now I love this tea. It's the only thing in the world that makes me feel close to her. Closer. My legs run on their own. My memory is giving me new energy. I run to the tree and pluck star-shaped leaf from its branch. The strong scent of the leaf fills my nostrils as I hold it to my nose. The smell is nostalgic. It reminds me of home. Or, rather, what was once home. Humans sure love their leaves. Cerise's voice catches me by surprise and pulls me back into reality. I hadn't heard them approach. I turn around and see Elise standing in front of me, smiling. Are these the leaves you were talking about? Yeah, I just need to pick some and then we can start making the tea. How exciting! What can I do to help? She wants to help? I hesitate. It's hard for me to let others help. Usually other people are no help at all. Having others around only produces more work. What if they slack off? What if they do it all wrong? It's hard for me to just put my trust in others. Elise appears to notice my hesitation and she looks downcast all of a sudden, the smile fading from her face. Cerise storms up behind her and glares at my direction. We're not useless, you know. You could at least give us something to do so we don't die of boredom. Okay. They sure can be pushy when they want to be. I think. My mind is wandering. They watch me with anticipation. They look like they're hanging on every word I say next, like children that want nothing more than to please their doting parents. With their eyes glued to me, I set down my backpack and take out a canteen, followed by my fire kit. Then I return my attention back to the two overgrown puppies standing in front of me. Elise, I need you to take this canteen and find us some water. There should be a spring nearby. Elise looks pleased and I hand her the canteen. She takes it with a sense of pride. I'll do my best, she says before she dashes off in search of the spring. Her enthusiasm causes me to flush. What about me? With my face now red, I turn my attention back to Cerise and hand her the fire kit. She takes it a little confused, like she'd never seen one before. I need you to do the most important part. I need you to build a fire. Cerise's eyes light up with determination. Easy peasy, you're asking the right girl. Before I say another word, she runs off, fire kit in hand. I assume she's going to find some kindle for the fire. With the two of them gone, I return to picking the leaves from the tree and place each leaf in my coat pocket with care. Time passes and I'm swept up in the nostalgia of my mundane task. My left coat pocket is filled with leaves by the time I stop and return to real time. I think I picked too many, but extra tea is never a bad thing. Cerise and Elise still haven't returned. I wonder where they are. Maybe they got into trouble, or maybe they got lost again. What if... My thoughts halt and I pull myself together. Why am I so worried? They said they could take care of themselves, but I don't think I believe in them. They need someone to guide them. Maybe I should... The sound of rustling bushes fills my ears. I expect to see some kind of weird animal jump out, or perhaps Cerise. Instead, it's Elise who appears from the bush. She holds the canteen with a proud look on her face. Cerise follows behind her, kindle in hand, so I wasn't too far off the mark. I smile. It appears they can handle themselves after all. Aw, ain't they cute? The three of us spend the rest of the morning preparing breakfast. Cerise builds the fire on her own and gets a little too into it. Heck yeah! Nice. Show off. Once the fire is lit, I take out two metal bowls from my backpack and place them beside the fire. Elise watches me, curiosity in her eyes. I wave for her to come closer, and she does so. You can pour the water into this bowl. Elise nods and opens the canteen and pours the water into the metal bowl. Cerise hovers over us to watch the two of us at work. Nice, and now we add the leaves. The leaves crumble a little as I take them out of my coat pocket and I add them to the bowl. They float a little as I try to push them down into the water with my fingers. What now? Now we boil the water and let the leaves infuse. The fire is only small. I place the bowl over it, and it now sits atop the burning kindle. It should only take a few short moments to boil. Elise and Cerise watch the bowl as if they're waiting for something magical to happen. It almost makes me want to laugh out loud. I don't know what they're expecting, but it's nothing special. Soon enough, the water boils and I remove it from the fire, being careful not to burn myself. Then I place it beside the empty bowl for a moment. While it cools, I place a piece of cloth over the empty bowl and pour the boiled water over the cloth. The cloth catches all the leaves and the water enters the bowl beneath it. Finally, I take the cloth off the bowl and inside of it is now hot green tea. Wow, it's like magic. Elisa looks truly impressed. It's rather cute. It's nothing special. Cerise grumbles and crosses her arms at the sight. Yeah, it's nothing special. It's just like the food you fed us last night. Cerise's comment doesn't change a thing. I take 3 cups from my backpack, as well as a bundle from last night, and pour our tea equally into the cups. Then I open the bundle and reveal what's left of my rations. Okay, breakfast time. Eat as much as you want. And drink your tea. It'll give you strength for the journey ahead. A smile creeps onto my face. Can't help it. I can't help it as I sound so much like Mother right now. What would she think if she knew? She makes it sound like she's giving us a feast. Elise and Cerise give me a look of masked appreciation before they each take a cup and some bread and cheese. With a little too much excitement, I take my own share. The cup feels warm in my hands. I hold it to my lips and take a sip of fresh tea. The liquid is hot in my mouth, but it comforts me. It tastes just how I remember it. Bitter, yet sweet with the memories of my mother. Will the others like it? It only takes a glance to see what Cerise is too busy. It only takes a glance to see that Cerise is too busy stuffing her face to bother with the tea. Elise, on the other hand, holds her cup with 2 hands and gracefully lifts it to her pink lips. She takes a sip, and I can see her expression that she doesn't like the taste. She notices me watching and forces a smile. It's different. With a smile, I go to tell her that she doesn't have to force herself, but a loud squawking pierces my ears as a bird of some kind flies over us. Soon after, Elise's shrieks fill the forest, sending more birds fluttering out from the trees away from the commotion. She jumps to her feet, spilling the cup of tea onto the floor in the process. Ew, it pooped on me. That bird pooped on me. Her eyes tear up as she looks like she's about to cry. Cerise bursts into laughter and spills her own tea. Unfortunately for me, I'm sitting beside Cerise, and her tea spills over on my arm. Hot liquid goes through my coat, scalding my skin. My reaction to pain causes me to drop my cup of tea. Hopelessly, I watch it fall to the floor and go to waste. The 2 girls don't seem to notice, and they soon are at each other's throats, just as I anticipated. Shut up, Cerise. Just shut up for once. This is happening because you're here. You're nothing but a bad omen, a burden I don't want in my life. Cerise's laughter stops. Her amusement vanishes as she now appears to be fueled by anger. Excuse me? All I've ever done is try to be a friend to you, and all you've ever seemed to do in return is push me away. I'm left feeling disappointed. Not about my arm. I can handle a little pain, but the tea. That took so long to make. Oh, my arm. I have to treat it. What a pain. What a real pain these 2 have become. A friend? All you ever done is tease me and Condensed me? Condense me. All you ever done is tease and condense me. You call that being a friend? That might be the way you see it, but hey! They're silent, their eyes now on me. They take notice of me and see I'm in pain. Cerise looks dumbfounded while Elise appears worried. I'm going to need some help with this burn. Oh my goodness! Elise doesn't waste any time and she rushes over to my backpack and takes out the salve. It's the same one I used on her earlier. Then she takes a clean bandage and comes over to my side. While Elise opens up the salve and puts some on her index finger, I roll up my sleeve, exposing the red flesh underneath. It doesn't look too bad. Elise applies the salve, gently rubbing it into my skin. It's painful, but I bear it. She does the job well and finishes by wrapping the bandage around my arm with care. When she's finished, she pulls away from me and looks up at me with concern. Will you be okay? Of course. Thanks to you. You're a fast learner. With that, I'm going to end the episode because I'm well over my own personal set time limit. Woo! Thanks, Ice Machine. Anyway, I'm going to end the episode here because why not? This game is interesting. I don't know if I want to continue it at this point. It's getting rather slow, but I don't want to miss any of the story because I really want to know what becomes of these guys. But at the same time, it's slow. That's the reason I'm trying to read all of the text so fast. Like, I haven't gotten any choices yet, and I'm, maybe 30, 40 minutes into this story? Jeez. I may continue this, I may not. This is episode 3. Who knows? If this does get continued, and I'm just like, hell yeah, I want to know. Well, you guys will be the first to know. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys are having a wonderful week, and hope to see you soon. Peace out, y'all. Bye-bye.